Caricom General Insurance, a better value for better protection. Get your ship and cargo covered with us today. To better serve you, you can now purchase your insurance online from the comfort of your home. Caricom General Insurance Company, Inc., located at 121 Regent and Ornock Streets. You can contact us on telephone numbers 225-1787 or you can try 269-0020.
Public advisory. GPL is coming to you. The Guyana Power and Light Inc. wishes to advise our valued customers within the Bath settlement community and neighboring environs that GPL will be hosting a community outreach on Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021 at the Bath Community Center ground in Region 5 from 16 hours 30 to 17 hours 30 or 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Residents are encouraged to come with queries regarding GPL bill and or on any other GPL related matter. We'll be on site to assist customers at the point of their need. GPL is on the move. Public advisory. GPL is coming to you. The Guyana Power and Light Inc. wishes to advise our valued customers within the bush lot community and neighboring environs that GPL will be hosting a community outreach on Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021 at the Ayube Razak Place next to Union Nardsguide Neighborhood Democratic Council Office in Bushlot Region 5 from 14 hours 30 to 15 hours 30. Residents are encouraged to come with questions or queries regarding GPL bill and or on any other GPL related matter, as GPL's competent staff will be on site to assist customers at the point of their need. GPL is on the move.
A pleasant good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show with your host, Tony from Machinoy. Today is Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. Thank you for joining us. And we want to say a special welcome to those who are listening to us across the length of this great and blessed nation. Those in the riverine communities and those in the hinterlands. Thank you for joining us. And not to forget those in the diaspora, the A, B, C, C, E, America, Britain, Canada, the Caribbean, and Europe. And those other special guests that listen to us on a regular basis in Suriname and Brazil and Norway and Dubai. And we have some Guyanese who are listening to us all the way in the Middle East, in Iraq and Afghanistan. Thank you for joining us today. We are very grateful that you spend this time with us. Also, thank you for our regular listeners, Bibi and Pam and Gail, all our daily and faithful listener. I just want to tell you that I am very honored to spend this time with you on a daily basis. As you know, this show is for you, and we are here to hear your complaints, your compliments, your concerns, and your criticism. This is your show. So the number to reach us, and you can call us at any time now at 226-7453, 226-7453. WhatsApp and text messages only at 622-2222. 622-2222. Thank you for joining us. Let's go right to the news. But before we go to the news, reminding you to listen to the Glenn Lau Show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:20 p.m. And for a rebroadcast of that show, you can hear it here on the radio at 1100 hours on a daily basis. This show, the Wake Up Guyana show, comes to you on a daily basis from Monday through Friday at 1400 hours. And we thank you for joining us. So in the news today, A lot of bad things happened today in the news, and to report these bad news, but I must. First item: burned car found hours after shooting on Linden Highway. As you know, we had somebody yesterday was gunned down, and the car for that alleged shooting was found burned. Next item, separate news item: 3 killed in East Coast Demerara Backlands shootout. 2 Mazzaroni prison escapee among casualties. So as you can see, lots of death, lots of dying, lots of shooting within the last 48 hours. So we have 4 dead in 2 days. Also in the news is Guyana's failures to conduct proper gas to shore studies resulted in hundreds of millions US dollars in yearly losses. Did you hear that? Guyana, they did not do a proper gas to shore studies, and it cost them millions in US dollars. So I hope and I pray that we would not make the same mistake that Guyana did. I try in my life to learn from not my mistakes, but from other mistakes, so I wouldn't have to make the mistake that they did. I've been very fortunate for most of my life. I've always had good mentors who have mentored me and who have guided me and who have saved me from making many, many mistakes. I always grateful for those mentors that were in my life who have helped me tremendously to limit the amount of mistakes that I have made in my life, and I am grateful for that. I always encourage anyone at any age, at any time, have a mentor in your life. That person will save you a lot of headache, a lot of mistakes, and a lot of hurts and pain. Continuing with our story, joint services to enforce COVID-19 measures. So they're saying that now the joint services going to try to put an end to the people who are not following the protocols. But I've had 2 experiences yesterday with people who I spoke to. One lady, she's in her 70s and she's still working. She works in a restaurant, so she's very exposed to people on a daily basis. And I asked her, when is she going to get her vaccine? And she told me that she will go when she gets her day off. So I encourage her that she is close enough to a place where she can get her vaccine on her lunch hour and be back to work on time. But she don't see the urgency of getting the vaccine. And it really concerns me, because here's a woman who is in her 70s, who is vulnerable, but she is going to wait until she get time to get her vaccine. Another person I spoke to, a middle-aged guy, on my way to Bartica on the speedboat, he shared with me that he was not going to get the vaccine because he says to me that he is drinking tea every day, and he drinking all kinds of bush tea with lemongrass and those kinds of things, and he says he doesn't need to get the vaccine, that the lemongrass with some lemon he says he drinks that every day, and that's good enough for him. He was not going to get a vaccine. So I said all of that to say that the government will have an uphill task to get some people to get the vaccine. So you to get the vaccine, especially if you are one of those vulnerable people. Don't put it off until your day off. I suggest that you get it immediately. From what I was told, it takes less than 30 minutes to get in and get out with your vaccine. And to me, I think that's pretty good because you don't find too many places that you can go where you can be in and out in 30 minutes. So please get your vaccine. Also, continuing with the news, while I'm on the COVID vaccine, on my way to Bartica on the speedboat, about 20 of us was on that speedboat, and I looked around from front to rear, up and down the boat, and what I saw was just two people was wearing a life jacket. It was a little child, maybe about 7 or 8 years old, and myself. And I asked myself the question, why is it in Guyana that we take chances with our life? Why do we like to gamble with our life? I mean, just imagine if that boat hit something or something hit that boat and we all end up in the water. And I can tell you that I am a pretty good swimmer, but no matter if you're a good swimmer, what happens if you hit your head? What happens if you break a hand or a leg? No matter how good a swimmer you are, you're still going to be in trouble. So I was very discouraged and disappointed that no one was wearing the life jacket. And the sad part of it all is that the captain never once encouraged the passengers to wear their life jacket. So on the way back from Bartica, I can tell you, a different boat, a different captain, he encouraged everyone to wear their life jacket. And I will tell you, of course, there were only a few people who put their life jacket on. I can't explain it, but maybe you can help me. But people in this society, we take a lot of chances with our life. We don't like to wear a life jacket. We don't like to wear a seat belt. We don't want to take a vaccine. And I don't know what else to say, but I will stop there for right now. Again, the number to reach us is 226-7453. Caller, welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show. Go right ahead, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I went and take the vaccine yesterday.
Well, thank you for telling us. You're the first caller that called and informed us. Thank you.
And it was lots of people there. I think about 200 people or so get vaccinated yesterday.
What location were you?
At Diamond.
The one in Diamond, okay. Is that at the Diamond Hospital there?
Yeah, Diagnostic Center.
Yes, go ahead.
But I called I'm from Horstelling.
Okay.
I called the Horstelling Health Center, and I found out from what age we could get this vaccine, and they say from 18. So I would like somebody to enlighten us because I have my daughter, she's 27.
Yes, but right now they're not doing anyone younger than 60 right now. They're starting with the most vulnerable, 60 and older. And then once they are vaccinated, then it's going to trickle down to the younger ones. So that will be your daughter. She's in her 20s, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll come to her once the first set of people get their vaccine. And let me ask you this, caller. Did you feel any
No,
side
no, no.
effects?
No, nothing.
How long did it took you to get in and get out of there?
No, well, they're working on a number base.
Okay, I know.
So
So
my
you,
husband went and collect the number in the morning,
okay,
and by 9 o'clock he went and collect it. We go there for 11,
Yes.
and by 1:30 we was out.
so it took you 11, 12,
About-
1, 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
About 2.5 hours. That's the time from the time you went in, got your vaccine, and went out. 2.5 hours.
When you finish get it, you have to sit
Oh,
down.
that's correct. You got to sit there for a few minutes, and then, but roughly about 2.5 hours. Well,
But
yes.
the problem is if they say that they're starting at 8 o'clock, why they don't 9 o'clock and nobody in starters yet?
Well,
Why some in start give out the vaccine at 9 and nobody in start
so let me hear you correctly, caller. Your husband went there at
and collect a number?
no, but he went there at 9 because they didn't start at 8 when they're supposed
No.
to start.
No, they didn't start.
They started at 9.
Yeah.
So he was there waiting from 8 to 9 before.
He went there 9 and collect his number.
I
And
got you.
They didn't start to give anybody the vaccine as yet.
Okay, all right. Thank you. And what made you decide to take it?
I'm 65,
Okay,
and I don't want to get the virus.
good. Are you in good health?
Yeah.
Okay, but you decide to take it still.
Yeah, because I don't know when I go out there
Yes.
what I will reach up to.
Are your friends and neighbors that you talk to, are they planning to take it?
Yeah, but only the ignorant one, you know.
Okay. So when you went there, did you see anybody from your neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay, you saw a few people. Have you talked to anybody, any of your neighbors, and what are they saying? The ones that saying are some
All a few, but the older one mostly. Well, the older one they already I think get it, but mostly it's below 60 now is in the area.
right? But are some of your neighbors saying they're not going to take the vaccine?
One more younger than 60.
Okay.
She said she just get bumps on her skin when she get injections. So when you go there, they will explain everything to you.
Okay. So she's afraid of the bumps.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
People wear a mask.
Correct. Yes. Okay, caller. Thank you very much for calling, and we want to encourage everyone to get the vaccine, and we thank this caller being the first one to let us know that she got the vaccine. She's 65 and good health, and she still see that it's important whether you're in good health or not to get the vaccine, and I feel good about that caller. Again, the number to reach us is 226-7453, 226-7453. Good afternoon. Welcome to Wake Up Guyana show. Go right ahead, please. Hello? Caller?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good
Yes,
afternoon.
I come from Essequibo, and I took the vaccine yesterday, and I'm so happy.
You got the vaccine yesterday?
Yes, and
how-
I'm so happy.
How long did it take you to get it, and what location?
I am in Essequibo with Perseverance Clinic.
Okay, and how long did it took you to get in and get out?
We not take too long, you know. We get out, we go in about 9 o'clock, and
Yes.
by 10:30 we don't come home.
Wonderful. An hour and a half. That's good. Are
Yes,
are
that
your
is nice.
are all your neighbors planning to take it?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
everybody. I'm 69 years of age.
69, and you took it. You in good health?
Yes,
Well-
yes, I'm in good health, good
Okay.
strength, thank God for that.
Wonderful. And what made you decide to take it?
Pardon me?
What made you decide to take the vaccine?
Why me decide?
Yes.
Well, I see everybody going and take it, and I say, well, I go and take it too.
Okay. Very good. Well,
So
thank.
I go and take it, and it's okay.
Okay. No side effects, no pain,
No,
nothing. And
nothing.
in your mind, you feel pretty good now, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel happy that you have it,
Yes,
and then you can go back and take the second one later on, right?
yes, till the 3rd of June.
The 3rd of June, so early?
Yeah, they give you a little pamphlet and
Okay.
mark the 3rd of June.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you, caller. Bye
You're
bye.
welcome.
Thank you. There's a letter in today's papers that I would like to read to you. I'm going to read this to you, and then we'll go to a break after I'm finished reading it. So, the title of this letter is written by Neil Adams. Government should never get into the business of building homes. I read, Dear Editor, I quote, Government should never get into the business of building homes for residents, and I make this bold statement based on the clear fact that the new homeowners soon forget that they have to repay the housing authorities. The homeowner very easily forgets that he or she has to service his or her loans and goes on these years of default on their payments with no care in the world. This has been a bugbear for the governments and the public housing sector on a whole. I know that I may come across as being overly harsh, but the reality of the situation is that most homeowners simply default on their payments as governments are left with the harsh reality of picking up the tabs left by the defaulters. We also have an additional burden of political parties who exploit the situation for their own narrow political gains, because some political parties, in their usual belligerence fashion, exacerbate the problem with the associated racial overtones. They will make out a case that a certain racial group is deliberately denied access to affordable housing. So, this is the real life situation that we have to face up to. The provision of affordable housing to citizens is not a new phenomenon in Guyana. We have gone through this phase before, and the lessons learned from this past experiences should guide us into the future. What am I saying? Is that middle to low income homeowners, their main objective, the business of gaining access into the homes built by the state. After that, the problem of servicing the loans becomes a huge problem. The situation becomes even murkier when there are multiple occupants in a single home. I call it the minibus syndrome. No one attempting to take responsibility for servicing the loan. It gets even worse when the signatory to the loan dies or in some cases happens to move abroad. Then no one takes responsibility for payment. In the meantime, the property goes into disrepair. These are the glaring realities that governments have to face up to in the housing sector. My last paragraph. If you ask me for candid advice on housing, I would readily settle for government providing the basic infrastructure such as roads, electricity, and potable water, among other necessities like security and primary health care, unquote. I will be back right after these messages. Thank you.
GPL is coming to you. The Guyana Power and Light Inc. wishes to advise our valued customers within the Bath settlement community and neighboring environs that GPL will be hosting a community outreach on Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021 at the Bath Community Center ground in Region 5 from 16 hours 30 to 17 hours 30 or 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Residents are encouraged to come with questions, queries regarding GPL bill and or on any other GPL. Staff will be on site to assist customers at the point of their need. GPL is on the move. Public advisory. GPL is coming to you. The Inc. wishes to advise our valued customers within the bush lot community and neighboring environs that GPL will be hosting a community outreach on Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021 at the Ayube Razak Place next to Union Nardsguide Neighborhood Democratic Council, Region 5, from 14 hours 30 to 15 hours 30. Residents are encouraged to come with questions or queries regarding GPL bill and or on any other GPL related matter, as GPL's competent staff will be on site to assist customers at the point of their need. GPL is on the move.
CARICOM General Insurance, a better value for better protection. Get your ship and cargo covered with us today. To better serve you, you can now purchase your insurance online from the comfort of your home. CARICOM General Insurance Company Inc., located at 121 Regent and Ornock Streets. You can contact us on telephone numbers 225-1787 or you can try 269-0020.
Welcome back to the Wake Up Guyana show with your host, Tony from Machinoy. The number to reach us is 226-7453, 226-7453. WhatsApp and text messages only, no phone calls on 622-2222, 622-2222. Reminding you that this show is here Monday through Friday from 1400 hours to 1500 hours. So please join us Monday through Friday on this show, and remind you to listen to the Glenn Lau show from Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:20 p.m. and for a rebroadcast of his show at 1100 hours. Reminding you also that you can listen to us on Kaieteur, MyTuner app, Radio Garden app, WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. These are other ways that you can join the program. And this letter that I just read from Neil Adams makes that I've been putting to you for the last few days. He is of the belief government should never do the business of building homes. Do you agree with him or do you disagree with him? Also, he recommends that government should only provide the basic infrastructure such as roads, electricity, potable water, security and health care. I would agree on some of these, but not all. I personally don't believe government should be involved in electricity. And if you want to know why, I had blackout again last night. I told you I had it Saturday night, Sunday morning, and again last night. Been running GPL, and we still having blackout in the 21st century. So say no to the government running electricity. It's not working. Likewise, the same thing for portable water. The government been running that, the Guyana Water Inc. for many, many years. And again, we still have the same problem. You hear the water, you can't drink it. You can't even wash your clothes with it because it stains your everything up. It turns brown. I don't think government should be in health care. That's a new one I put on the table today. Health care. And if you don't believe me, and government leaders are sick, I want you to tell me of them goes to the hospital to seek medical. Tell me one government officer, minister, who went and had surgery done at the public hospital. So my point is, they're not going to. Everybody goes to the public hospital is the pitiful, poor, peasant, powerless people. That's who doesn't have any money. Hospital. So government, in my opinion, should get out of the health care system. And rest, I agree with the writer. I believe government should provide infrastructure such as roads, security. Yes, that's government responsibility. Wake Up Guyana show, go right ahead.
Good afternoon, Tony.
Pleasant good afternoon to you, sir.
I'd like to share a little problem with you. I am a senior citizen. I went for my COVID vaccination last Monday
Okay.
at Amsterdam Hospital.
At which hospital?
Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam, okay.
The first person there, I met there about 5:30, and they started a share number around 6 o'clock. When they start the operation, called me first, and they register me, right? And then they told me to sit down and wait. When I catch myself, about 14 more persons, and have their for me and have me sit down there. I had to make before they call me up to give me my vaccination. That in charge there, picking and choosing. Me sit down there until about 14%. Then I think if I didn't make nice, I am to get to. No, we could be fair to senior citizens. People who are not senior citizens before me, you know, and I sit down there a bit. I know we could say something about that.
Let me ask you this, caller. What time? You told me you arrived there at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m.
5:30.
5:30 a.m.
Yes.
And then you left at what time?
I left there till 11 o'clock.
So it took you about 5 hours to.
Yes,
You
but they didn't
you were the
start.
first person in line.
Yes.
And
They didn't start the work on time.
okay, so that's the other thing. They start at what time?
Around 7 o'clock.
They're supposed to start at 7. And what time did they start?
They started around 9 and after 9.
Okay, so they were 2.5 hours late.
Yes.
Now, sir, tell me this. You want people to go and get the vaccine, and then you gonna be starting 2.5 hours late. You went there and you had to spend over 5 hours to get. When people hear this, It's going to discourage people from wanting to go and get the vaccine.
Truly.
People, I mean, and then the worst part is, yes, you was there since 5 a.m., went after you,
Yeah.
were served before you. Come on, people.
And who are not senior citizens, younger people than me, they're calling in before me.
And sir, you know why those younger people than you were served before you, right? Two reasons. We all know how it works here. Do we not know how the society works? One, those younger people knew somebody.
Yeah.
And two, those younger people gave her lunch money.
True.
And this is how it works.
Yeah.
So that's why you had to sit there for 5 hours like a lappy dog because you weren't paying no lunch money.
True.
And you didn't know anybody. So they treated you like a nobody
True.
because you didn't know anybody.
Well, it's true.
And no, come on. Now, that is and then you have to go back for the second portion. And I am sure, sir, you're going to be really thinking about that going for that second time. Will you not be?
Yes.
After how you was treatment again, do you?
True, yes, it makes my mind, yeah.
Yes, you see, this is what people don't understand. You know, you discourage, you beat down people. I mean, it's a vaccine.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be there 5 hours to get a vaccine? Why does he have to be treated like a second-class citizen in his own country?
True.
Huh? People coming after him. You know, there's nothing worse, sir. When you went there because you wanted to be in and out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And that's why you got there so early, and that's why you got there first. But it's nothing worse when you the first person in line and was served before you. You said, this country, there's only one language that we speak. And like you said, unless you behave bad and go on, people don't take care of you. And I'm sure that's what some people were doing, right?
Yeah.
And I thank you for bringing this to our attention. And I hope the relevant authority will deal with those people in New Amsterdam Hospital, you said? Thank you, caller. Thank you. Oh, it just makes me really mad. I mean, come on. The man did his part. He got there early so that he can get his vaccine, so you wouldn't have to waste time. He can be in and be out. Several things wrong with this problem. How are you going to start 2 hours late? How can you show up for work 2 hours late, people? This is an emergency. This is a pandemic. This is not people not lining up to buy what? Something that is not so important. We're not lining up to buy. Okay? They're lining up to get a vaccine. The man has to go back a second time, and this is going to discourage him, and it's going to discourage others who want to go back a second time after the way they were treated. This has to stop. We have to stop doing this, taking care of our friends and our families and taking lunch monies. When you follow the protocol in this country, you get treated like a lappy dog. The number to reach us is 226-7453. 226-7453. Welcome to the way right ahead, please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If the government stop doing health service, right? It's about this because the poor people can't afford. Then some people take it to get baby. Some people drop down for take it sick at the hospital. Some person can't pay. So
Right.
I think the government should keep on in the medical thing at least for people.
Let me tell you what they do in the developing countries, sir. The government is not so much involved in the health care. What they do, they provide free health care or insurance to the poor people so they can go to a private doctor and get service. This is what I am recommending. I'm not recommending that the poor people go to the private doctor. The government should fund the poor people, provide the finances for them so they can be able to go to the private hospital and get better treatment. Say again?
I think that would never happen.
I agree with you, sir. I agree with you, but I'm putting it on The public hospital is not working. If you just read the papers today, I don't know if you read the papers, okay? You see what happened in today's papers? Let me show. Hospital official to meet with parents this week. Death of 4-day-old baby.
Well, how the baby dead?
We don't know. But here's the point. Government need to get out of the healthcare system. Okay? They need to get out of the healthcare system. They need to provide security, build roads, infrastructure. That's what they can do. And calling. So the number to reach us is 226-7453, 226-7453. WhatsApp and text messages 622-2222. Welcome to the Wake Up Caller.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tony. I
pleasure.
don't quite agree with you about the health and transfer into the to private. One is the option there. The other is that what they need to do at these public hospitals is to get the basic infrastructure working. You don't have proper ECG machines. You don't have the other one that they sometimes pay for the patients to go to do the head scan and all that.
EKG, EKG you're talking about?
Scan.
Yes.
Then the hospital pay a part, I think.
Yes.
For some people, and some people, they send them to do it.
Yes.
The thing is, we should be consistent. These machines are not very expensive.
Yes, sir.
Each region should have at least one of these machines that the people who can afford it
yes.
Go there to do the test. And that is within the budget, how many billion we're going to spend this year.
Sir, for 50 years, the government have been in the health care service. How good is our health care 50 years later? Does anyone from the government go to the public hospital enough for them? It shouldn't be good enough for the pitiful, poor person.
Number one, very good. I think I refer here to our last Prime Minister who said that we have a economy that is yet then he wanted the best vehicle when he got into position. So the thing is, when we say one thing, but when we get there into the position, we do something else. The other day they had, I don't know exactly how many billions were given to contractors without any tendering for items. Yet you hear every day people complain that you don't have the basics like insulin and different other things that people need. If you're diabetic,
yes.
You need to have those things in place.
And sir, if you can provide something simple as and inexpensive as insulin, how are they going to provide those machines?
Make quickly.
Yes, go ahead.
With this vaccine, without looking at the people with diabetes, like you have some people who use insulin.
I
those
so
are
agree
the
with
people
you.
that should have gotten this thing, which were diabetic and those underlying conditions as they call it.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Should be having priority over the people. Some people over 60.
Yes.
Yep, they don't want to take it.
Yes.
And two, some of them are not working. They're not going anywhere.
And not only that, some of them are in good health.
Underlying conditions. They should have gotten some amount of priority. I don't know how our people are thinking. They don't take any advice. I know that.
You can say that again.
What I can say is that you know it all, but you do the things that you think is to the people. When are you going to listen again? Another 4 years? When the people, well, it might not be 4 years. The people in Guyana, the minds of the people are different now. You can't fool the people all the time. The people have started to think outside the box. And if these politicians don't start thinking too, the people are going to change them. Whoever goes there and the people don't listen, the people changes them. You watch what's happening. And let me tell you something. Kaieteur News is one of the agents of change. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those wonderful comments.
Whoever goes there and the people don't listen.
And I so agree with him that it should go to the most vulnerable first, the vaccine. Not just age, but the most vulnerable. If you have a 30-year-old with that is my mind going blank now. What do you call that? He just mentioned it. Anyway, that needs insulin, that diabetic. That's the word I'm looking for. So you have a 30-year-old diabetic, heart conditions. These are things that makes you vulnerable to the vaccine. So they should get it first. Caller, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show. Go right ahead, sir. Caller, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show. We look like we lost that person, Raj. Thank you. So yes, so it should be given to the most vulnerable and the senior citizen first, the vaccine. Like the caller said, no one come to the Wake Up Guyana show. Go right ahead.
Hello, Tony. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I know something from you. Force me, right?
Yes.
And canal number 2.
Yes.
And they give us Jersey. And I don't have nobody to take me for the vaccine. So my neighbors them went. And they told them they tell the neighbors that I must ready anyway. They will give me the vaccine. And until now, I'm still waiting. I'm a diabetic, hypertension, heart condition. I have lots of complaints.
Give me your number, please, caller. This story breaking my heart. You're making me cry. What is your number, please?
You show up on your thing. Then my number is 688
688
7438
7438 7438.
81 years.
Okay, wait. 688. I want to make sure I get your number. 688
7438.
Okay. Caller, we're going to make sure you get a vaccine before the end of this.
Canal number 2.
Canal number 2. Can't believe it. This is just heartbreaking. So, that they're going to come and get you.
And coming up a pass where me live, right?
How long ago did they promise you to come and to take you? How long ago was that?
I refuse to take it, but I can't reach because I can't walk.
Okay, do you need...
I have spinal problem.
Do you have are you in a wheelchair?
No, and I don't have wheelchair, and I try to use a walker to
Okay,
move
so you can walk to the vehicle, right?
Come and take me to the vehicle.
Yes, I got you, but you're able to walk into the vehicle.
Yes,
you don't have to be lifted.
I reach them on the road.
And how close is the nearest clinic that giving out the vaccine to you there in Canal number 2?
They're on good way from me, and if I want to pass the belling ground.
Right, but
when I try for say, it's a old, better than I come and then I give me, and if me got for dead, let me dead.
Okay, I don't want you to die. You don't have to die. So the clinic, there's a clinic where you are?
Yeah, but you got to go down far.
Okay, don't worry about that far. We're gonna get you. We don't want you to die. You don't have to.
They said they're going to come back, but you know when they're going to come back.
Okay, and you're 81 years old, and you want to get this vaccine, and you are not able to get it because nobody will come and have the love, the compassion, the courtesy to come and pick you up.
After me so old, got spinal problem, I got to go back strap and so.
Yes.
So sometimes perhaps me how me diabetic and me got heart condition. Me can't do the doctors give up me at balancing hospital.
Yes.
They say they don't got no more medication and so forgive me. So me say like it break my heart. Me not interested in all it then I come. To be honest with you.
No, don't give up. Please don't give up. We here will find a way to get to you. You are not in the hinterlands. You are not in the riverine community. You right here. You so close that it's no problem to get you your vaccine. Don't give up, please. Okay? Please.
Okay.
Just
so much,
keep your phone close to you, and please call us after you get the vaccine and tell us how it went. Okay? Would you remember to call us?
Well, my son told me, right?
Yes.
USA. He said that if they give take it, but if they give me the China one,
Very
I
good.
can't take it.
All right. Thank you for calling, and we will get back in touch with you soon, okay? Well, we're at the end of another show, and I have another broken heart. When I hear these stories, it makes me want to weep. Here's a woman right here, literally in, not behind somewhere, just a few drive from her home to get a vaccine, and she can't get it. And you hear it in her voice. She don't care if she lived, because she feel like she's being treated like less than a person. No one cares. One cares. No one cares. And so she don't want to live anymore. But she get a vaccine. And this is why I want you to hear the life of people in Guyana. They go through on a daily basis, feel their pain. This is why I opened the phone line, so I don't have to speak for them. They can. When are we going to start caring? When are we going to see people in this country like human beings and not like treating them like peasant people? When people who sometimes are upset when I put people on the air like this, they don't want to hear bad news like this. They don't want to hear the truth. Why they don't want to hear the truth? Because why? But you will get the truth show. This is Tony Wake Up Guyana show. Please pray for this woman and pray that we find someone who can take her as soon as possible to get her vaccine. Pray for our president, pray for our country, pray for the pitiful, poor, peasant people in this country. And I thank you for spending this time with me. May God bless you. May God bless this great and blessed nation. This is Tony from Machinoy saying, signing off.